You don't win as many games in Season 3 Zero Build as you would like to. You keep dying to third parties, get run over by cars, get shot down by cars, bad positioning, bad movement, bad aiming, or a mix of the above. You came to the right place, because in this video I'm going to let you take a look inside my mind on how I'm able to win games in Season 3 consistently. If you apply everything I'm showing you in this video, you will not only see drastic improvements in your normal games, but you will learn skills and strategies that will improve your chances of winning ranked matches and even tournaments. I come from a different BR, where I was literally rank 1 EU for 3 years in a row, won countless tournaments, and only recently switched to Fortnite. But implementing my strategies made me climb from bronze to elite in just 4 days last season, so I think I can bring a unique perspective on how to win in Fortnite Season 3. My goal is to become the best together with you guys. Today I want to show you guys my first ranked match of Season 3 after the hotfix we got yesterday that finally nerfed cars, since ranked is the perfect setting for what I'm going to teach you with this video series. Why? People try very hard to beat me in the cheapest ways possible. They will try to third party me, run me over, backstab me while I'm doing the boss, and come up with the unique dirty tricks to defeat me. And of course we need to develop skills and strategies that win in these situations as often as possible. Very quickly before we hop into the game, let's show the patch notes that made dealing with cars way easier, which is one of the key aspects of this video. First, boogie bombs were unvaulted, then machine gun turrets accuracy was nerfed, grenade launcher turrets damage to structure was nerfed, vehicle health has been nerfed in solo specifically, boss cars do not regen health anymore, boosted damage dealt to vehicles from boom bolts, increased nitro gauntlets recharge time, and reduced nitro shoulder bash damage to players. And on top, EMP grenades will replace boogie bombs soon. Insanely good patch that deals with the car supremacy and deals with the nitro fist spammers. Well played, epic. Now let me show you how easy it is to win games even in ranked right now, since people are still focusing on cars only, while we will use my car buster strategy that has been further buffed with this patch. Let's hop into it. So for this strat, it's absolutely crucial that we drop near Nitrodrome, because what we need in order to succeed here is the missing boom bolt that has been further buffed as I just showed you, as well as the boss's medallion that gives you infinite ammo for the rest of the game. What does this combo allow us? It allows us to permanently spam down every single car that crosses our path, and defeating people's cars basically defeat the whole player themselves. Not many people actually spend time looting this season, so when the car blows up, you will have an easy time demolishing the player afterwards. I dropped on the wreck mill here because here you can buy a purple Thunderburst SMG on drop every time. This allows me to be geared enough to be pushing the Nitrodome ASAP. And guys, listen to me, timing is everything here. If we arrive at the Nitrodome too late, someone will have done the boss already and picked up the mythics that we want, and on top we'll have the mythic car, which will be super hard to deal with if we don't have that mythic boom bolt with infinite ammo. So pick up the essentials and rush over to the Nitrodome. I have this really nice route to the Nitrodome from over here that I can highly recommend. If you take these 2 zip lines, you will end on top of the Nitrodome with this insanely nasty angle on everybody that's down below you. And since people really enjoy camping the bosses as usual, I find someone below me on the roof, and guess what? 2 easy body shots ruined this guy's early game, because this guy looted in a Nitrodome and the Nitrodome really doesn't have much loot to offer at all. This allows me to jump right in for the boss, and as you can see, the HP really isn't all that bad. If you go in decisively at a moment where you know there's no enemy around, you can eliminate her pretty quickly. I instantly pick up the bolt, I pick up the medallion, and I peace out as I see footsteps approaching me. I use movement to get out ASAP and dodge incoming damage. I can highly recommend not going for the mythic car, because people, especially in ranked, will be camping you here. It just takes too long and you're an easy target for anyone. And for this strat, we don't need cars at all. Yes, we can use one to rotate, but we're not gonna do any car combat, because this strat beats car combat every time. So while I'm trying to leave, the guy that I damaged earlier is trying to go in for the kill with the fists. However, I hit a nice little boom bolt midair that completely really blows him up. And with this, the early game is done. What did we learn from this? Don't drop in the Nitro Dome, but slightly outside. Get initial loot. Use the double zipline rotation to get on top of the Nitro Dome to get a perfect angle. Eliminate all threats that could stop you from going for the boss. Eliminate the boss. Pick up the loot and run as fast as you can. Additionally, notice how me taking the high ground position at the start instead of rushing for the boss allowed me to do enough damage to this particular guy that dropped in Nitro Dome and thus didn't have any shield, that I could later one-shot him with the boom bolt. This was perfectly executed early game. From here on out, it is car chasing time. And to my luck, somebody is already approaching me. I dodge the incoming charge and start working on the car, forcing this guy to flee. By the way, normally in the mid game, your number one priority will be to get the Nitro Fists. Luckily, in this case, I already got it right away. They will be your go-to tool to evade incoming cars as well as your go-to movement. Keep in mind, it was just slightly nerfed on the recharge time, so don't spam it as much as you used to. Knowing where the cactus spawns is also super helpful to replenish health as long as you are in the new POIs. I do that, and as I'm trying to rotate into the zone with a car, somebody is already holding me up, and that in their car on top. But guess what? This is exactly what our build is for. I shoot the car a couple times while he is continuously repairing it before he tries to charge in on me. And notice how I uppercutted the car here while it was charging me, stopping him from fleeing if he gets past me, and at the same time blowing up the car, hitting him for 75 damage. However, I wanted to get the car with the charge here, but instead hitting the ground, leaving me vulnerable to enemy fire. And as always in a situation like this, no matter the season, your first priority has to be to get out of here. I uppercut to the high ground and try to gatekeep the guy. I'm not sure what exactly ended up happening here, but looks like the guy rotated around and I didn't end up getting the kill here. However, I didn't die and I destroyed his car, leaving him with almost no loot left in the game. While rotating into the zone, I spot the next car. And of course, I start shooting right away. And another easy car elimination. Luckily for him, this guy has the Nitro Fists. However, he's trying to attack me instead of charging away, which would have been a right play. And I use this opportunity to hit him mid-air with the boom bolt before uppercutting up myself to get a view of what's exactly happening. I uppercut one more time, chase this guy down, and since we got that purple thunderburst from our drop rotation, easily finish the kill. This guy overestimated his car. Our strat specializes at absolutely blowing up enemy cars that are charging into us. That's what we did, and this guy is out of the game. Another car is trying to third party me here, and of course I immediately start working on it too. And after putting a few bolts on him, another car shows up. But guess what? That is exactly what we want. I start shooting both cars. They're forced to flee. However, it is enough to blow up this car, damaging the player for another 75 damage and removing his car from the game. I use my Nitro Fist to push closer before I start shooting the other car, hit it for some severe damage, blowing it up as well. Hit this guy one more time as he's trying to run from me. However, I'm kind of in a bad position with the zone, so I focus on getting into the Nitro Gate to get in front of my enemy. And after I take cover, I use the high ground to eliminate him again with our nice little purple Thunderburst SMG. As I'm trying to get into the zone, somebody else hits me with their boom bolt. And this guy here ended up really wanting to eliminate me. I hit him with a direct hit for 121 damage with the boom bolt. My first reaction is to use this to push, just like you would push last season with the Reaper sniper rifle after you get a hit. I hop in the air, hit him with a downward dash, which is a combo I can highly recommend doing. Uppercut in the air, dash down. It's very hard to dodge and you can immediately weapon switch. TSK moment. You can immediately weapon switch to your shotgun. The animation is actually not long at all. The guy gets away, however, there's another play we can do with our Nitro Fist boom bolt combo. And that is uppercut into the air, mid-air switch to the boom bolt, and just hit the shot. Hit him for another 121 damage, forcing this guy to flee. Sadly, can't hit him as he's running away. However, this guy is gonna be in a tough spot for now. I hear another car, and again, I wanna get rid of all the cars right away. I dash up, start working on the car. As I notice the guy behind me with the boom bolt starts shooting me again. I flee to the low ground, and I can't find another angle on the car, sadly. I wish this guy wouldn't have tried to grief me, but instead let me finish the car or even help me with the car. However, this guy was very angry at losing the initial encounter to me, and I could really feel his anger here. And I had a suspicion he's gonna hunt me down. And guess what? I look up and he's already there. I hit him with another direct hit with my bolt for 121 damage again. I uppercut and charge down, for that 70 damage, switch around and finish him with the shotgun, no problem. This combo is absolutely nasty. As I arrive in Reckless Railways, I spot a modded car on the street and guess what? Blowing it up before somebody can hop back inside it. Once I do that, I spot a guy on this small house in front of me, hit it with a direct hit, this time for 115 damage. Don't ask me why. But of course that is enough to do the push. I use my fists. As I go around the corner, I see that he has the nitro fist as well. And the last thing I want is to get into melee range of this guy. So my instant reaction is to turn around, jump off the cliff, try to hit him with a 180 shotgun, but slightly shoot too high. However, I switch to my fists, uppercut back up, charge down, switch to the shorty, and finish the fight. And please learn this exact combo. Uppercut, charge, shotgun. This guy has been owning the lobby so far and is on quite some mystics here, as well as the 2 remaining medallions. I gladly pick them up before I spot the mystic car on the other side of the river. And guess what, guys? I pull out my mystic boom bolt. I shoot it once, shoot it twice, shoot it 3 times, shoot it 4 times, and it explodes. Mid-flight, hit him with another boom bolt, damaging the guy for 75 as he lost his mystic ride. Do you see how good this build is at destroying cars? They are a complete non-factor to us with this build. I go to the vending machine, heal up, and buy as many shield pots as I can carry, and we are in the end game. Let's summarize the mid game. What did we learn? First, after you did the early game and got your boom bolt plus medallion, search for the nitro fist, highest priority. Then chase down all the cars you can, bonus if you find a mystic car, and by removing their cars, you will find and fight severely underlooted enemies that have only been in their cars the whole game, and thus you get free elm after free elm. Prioritize your own safety over getting an elm. Multiple times here I've been in sweaty situations and chose to run with my fist instead of taking the fight head on until I got a better position. For example, when I went into the zone and waited until I was on top of the rock to burst this guy down below. When I eliminated the first car and couldn't quite see my enemy, instead of fighting anyways and maybe getting the elm, I chose to get back on the high ground and let the guy go completely, and thus staying alive without taking damage. Avoid taking damage at any costs. And skills wise, please learn again the uppercut into downward charge into shotgun switch combo. It is insanely strong. Okay, with this we are in the end game. And end game, first up, play the zone every time. What does that mean? Don't be in the center of the zone, as this means the most people will have an angle on you. Secure your back and make sure you have a good pass into the next zone. I see that I'm not in the zone and I see that nobody can have an angle on me right now. Plus I have my fist, so I feel very confident to just head over. And after running over the water, I see footsteps. I hear the guy get into a car, so I do a little jump shot, hit the car with my boom bolt, nitro fist up, hit him with another boom bolt on the go, uppercut up one more time, and just before he gets into cover, I finish his car with another boom bolt. Again, cars are no issue at all anymore. I hear shots in front of me, and seeing the potential for an easy third party, I rush over with the nitro fists. I get on the high ground and spot a guy in a car in the distance. Guess what? Hit the car with the boom bolt and make it explode right away. I try one more snipe and hit an insane 77 bullet here. Spot another guy and start working on him too. Hit him too for 77 damage, but can't really damage the car as it's out of my render distance. I really like my position here and want to secure my back, and as I do that, I spot footsteps down below. He's fleeing behind cover, but guess what? We do explosive damage. So I hit him twice for 100 damage total, and that is of course enough to push. What do? I uppercut up top on his building, jump around and dash on the floor. He was smart enough to get away himself. However, this meant that I got the high ground for myself, spot him as he's running, hit him for a bit with the thunderburst, hit him one more time with a direct hit with my boom bolt. He explodes and I get another elm. And look at how perfectly I'm placed into this next zone. Yes, this is pretty lucky, especially since we have such a nice high ground. However, with my mythic nitro fist and no more cars around, since I blew so many up, I would feel confident getting into the next zone too. And guess what? I lied. There is one more car. It's trying to get up to the high ground too, and I start shooting it. Shoot it once, shoot it twice, shoot it 3 times, 4, and a 5th. And guess what? It's done. And this guy, I love to say it, is like a fish out of water, and I very easily dispose of him because he has no loot at all. He's not confident fighting me. He only had his car, and his car is gone. Another very easy LM, and that is honestly how it goes with this build the whole time. There's never been an easier way to get wins in Fortnite as long as I play than this strat. Honestly, go try it out for yourself. I go on top of the high ground, spot a guy, try to damage him, but start missing some shots here for the first time this match. Hit him for 77 clean health, and the third party eliminates him. Spot a guy up there, and as he noticed I could hit him behind the tree even, he's fleeing to the low ground. Hit him for a bit of explosion damage as he gets into cover. That was enough to get the assist as the third party got him. I try an angle here, uppercutting myself into the air, trying to boombolt him behind cover. Didn't hit it though. And as he moves in, my priority is to get a position again. So I uppercut myself onto the high ground, but he's already here. Hit him once with a shotty, forcing him to jump down, but I myself don't want to get involved in a third party here, so I quickly reposition as well. As I jump down, I see him leave. Hit him with a direct hit with the boombolt for 121 damage again, forcing him to flee again. I missed the follow-up shot sadly, as I get third partied, but I don't panic. Hit this guy with a direct hit for 115 damage as well, before I take another look at the zone and decide it's time to rotate. I do just then, and I wait for the zone because I want to rotate in together with the zone, because this prevents me from getting shot into the bag. Spot the guy move in the distance, try some shots through the window here too, but barely miss. Spot him move into the zone here, and here that these two guys are fighting, try to get vision by uppercutting myself into the air. And as I see that one guy is leaving, I try to hunt down the other. However, don't like my chances here, so I quickly reposition to the edge of the zone. Spot a guy in the distance, hit him for 77 damage before I get the biggest lag of my life and get teleported back in time. Hit him one more time behind cover though. I know this guy is super low, so I pressure him to leave from this spot. And guess what? The other guy eliminates him no problem since he was 1 HP. This brings us into the final 1v1. And take a look at the zone and see that the next zone is pretty far away. I wanna try a shot here behind this rock, but I notice it's time to move. So I use this little hill here to my advantage and rotate over. Spot the guy in the distance, sadly miss my shot here, so I decide to go down below underneath the bridge, see him move in, hit him with the thunderburst. However, he hit me with a direct hit with his bolt, so I immediately charge over, I uppercut myself into the air, switch to the boom bolt and finish the game. The perfect showcase match of how to play my car buster strat. That, by the way, is another video of mine. But what did we learn from the end game here, guys? Play the circle as I told you to, play high grounds whenever possible, still highly pressure every car you can find, and evade third parties at all costs. If you followed this guide and all the skills and strategies I showed you, I am certain you will start winning more games. If you want to learn more about this strat, check out my car buster video.